Lagging with Nick, we dump it off like V. Ramanovic. Sorry, homie, you know we not friends, it's off of politics. Politics never get to see who really run it. Now you know who run it.
And this is the it. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Titans going up against the Texans. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. A few moments ago, this crowd whipped into a frenzy as J.J. Watt and the Texans D was introduced, and this unit will be in for a stern test as they match up with the Tennessee Titans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone.
Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a punter, with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone, tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Watson on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
2nd down following the incompletion. Throwing again is Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack. Get once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure gets to him again. Raekwon McMillan, he's the one to get it this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
With it is Jackson. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss. Okay, and he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
2nd down, Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To a new spot. Now Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a 10.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Tyrod Taylor leading the charge offensively. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything and off the board. On 2nd down, here's the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Raekwon McMillan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now it's Miller, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield. And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Fournette, first down, still going. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A first down throw for Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a person. That is sack number 100, and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Encroachment, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
Mariota now on second down. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And they're going to have a third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Miller. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Texans send the punter out. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here's Jackson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Ryan Tannehill with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete. So we reach halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Third and long here for Mariota. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the gun on third, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fielded at the 20. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Fournette fighting through. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do?
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd down, Mariota. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns and's got him in the lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
On second down, here's Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Khalil Madi, 5 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
From the 50, it's Watson. And that is caught by Ardarius Stewart. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Geno Atkins in there to get him for a loss of 5. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. It's caught by Davis. And he is knocked down from the side at the 17-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 32-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. $34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And the Titans getting set to go. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Mariota here to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Third and long. It's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. They give him a gain of 38. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. To throw on second is Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. Touchdown, Houston. Laquan Treadwell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami, and it's the Dolphins that wound up winning that one. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Ryan Tannehill, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Throwing here, Mariota. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big...
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl.